Hello students, in today's module we'll be studying about the leaf. Now leaf is a green, dissimilar, exogenous, lateral flattened outgrowth which is borne on the knots of a stem or its branches is specialized to perform the photosynthesis. Now students, you can see here the complete structure of the leaf. The middle one is the midvein, this is the lamina, this one is the stipule, the petiole which attach this complete portion. Fine. So this leaf is basically attached with the stem with the help of this petiole. This is the leaf base and axillary buds. Now leaves originate from shoot apical meristem and are arranged in an acropetal order. Here acropetal order means, students, when something is basically emerging from base to the apex. Right? This is what the acropetal order is. Now students, a typical leaf consists of three main parts. The first one we have is the leaf base. Then we have is the petiole and lamina. So leaf is attached with stem by leaf base, which may bear two small leaf-like structure that is known as stipule, which we have already done. So middle prominent vein, that is known as midvein. We have just discussed this thing. Veins provides, now what is the function of these veins, students? They basically provide rigidity to the leaf blade and act as a channel for transport of water and minerals. Fine. Then what is venation? Very important thing, students. What is venation here? So the arrangement of veins and veinlets in the lamina. See here. This is the lamina, students. So the arrangement of these veins in the lamina, they are said to be the venation. How exactly does these veinlets and veinlets, they are arranging themselves in the lamina. So these are of two types. First one we have is the reticulate, then we have is the parallel venation. Now students, veinlets, they form a network in case of reticulate venation. Fine, there is a network. Like you must have seen this leaf. See, this is a leaf, lot of network is there. If this is a leaf, it keeps on emerging like this. Fine, this is what the network is. So inside the leaf, if this structure is found, this is what the network of leaf is. Fine, but talking about the parallel venation, students, so in parallel venation, a network is absent. That network is absent here. You might have seen the parallel venation like banana leaf. So it is something like this. There, that is parallel venation. Fine. One vein is parallel to the other vein. Next, students, veins are irregularly distributed. So we have already done thing. In that case, the veins, they were irregularly distributed. Fine, irregularly distribution is there. But talking about the veins in parallel venation, so you can see one vein is parallel to the other vein. Right? Next one we have is it is present in all dicotyledons. Students, reticulate venation is found in all the dicotyledons. Like we have gram, pea, beans and mango, etc. But talking about the parallel venation, that is only present in monocotyledons. Fine, very important difference. Like we have grass, banana, etc. Next, students, talking about the types of leaves. Fine, talking about the types of leaves. So we have two types of leaves. First one we have is the compound leaves. Fine, compound leaf and simple type of leaf. Now what is compound leaves, that will be studying. But before that, I would like to tell you that this compound leaf is further divided into two types of leaves. Pinnately compound leaves and palmately compound leaf. I hope this thing is clear, students. Now moving on to the definition. A leaf having a single or undivided lamina is called simple leaf. See, students, what is simple leaf? If a leaf, it is having a single or undivided lamina. Lamina we all know now. So that is said to be the simple leaf. The incision do not touch the midrib. So at that, like you must have seen the leaf of mango, the leaf of guava, where the incision, they do not touch the midrib. Midrib you all know, the central one. Fine. So they do not touch it. And talking about the compound leaf, students, so here what happens, that when the incision of lamina, they reach up to the midrib and breaking it into a number of leaflets. At that time, that is said to be the compound leaves. And when it will be pinnately compound leaves, when a number of leaflets they are present on common axis, that is called rachis. So if they are present on the common axis, like for example we have neem. Fine. If there is a one axis and from this axis the number of leaflets they are emerging. So at that time they are said to be pinnately compound leaf. And what is palmately compound leaf, students? The leaflets they are attached at common point. Fine. At common point. Example silk cotton. Right? Example silk cotton. So remember this thing. In pinnately, they have the common axis. Axis is common, but here the point is common. From one point, number of leaflets they are arising. But in neem tree, you know what exactly happens. There is a one axis from which the pinnately compound leaves they emerges. Next, students, we should know that what is the meaning of the phyllotaxy, right? So, what is the phyllotaxy? The pattern of arrangement of leaves on the stem or branch is known as phyllotaxy. So, there are leaves. The arrangement of these leaves on the stem. Fine, this is a stem. And how they are arranging themselves. How these leaves are arranging themselves. That is said to be the phyllotaxy. I hope I am clear, students. Now, in alternate type of phyllotaxy, fine, in alternate type of phyllotaxy, what happens? A single leaf arises at each node. A single leaf arises at each node, as in China rose. And you must have seen this thing in China rose. A single leaf arises from each node. Like this is a node. So from this node, a single leaf arises, right? But in opposite type of phyllotaxy, what happens? From one node, a pair of leaf arises. This is what the opposite types of phyllotaxy is. Fine. And phyllotaxy, you all know, students, arrangement of leaves on the stem. Talking about leaves here. And if more than two leaves arise at a node and form a whorl, it is called whorl type of phyllotaxy, as in Elstonia. Next we have is, if leaves they are modified to perform other functions like converted to tendril for climbing, as in peas, and spines for defense in cactus. Now students, we all know these things, that in modification of leaves, some leaves they modified themselves to perform some other function. Like you might have seen the structure of cactus. So there what happened? There are a lot of spines present. So what is the function of these spines? It basically act for the defense. Fine. Next one, students, inflorescence. So what is inflorescence? The arrangement of flower on the floral axis, it terms as inflorescence. So here the arrangement of flower is the main topic. Fine. In phyllotaxy we had the leaves. But in inflorescence, the definition of inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on the floral axis. So there is a floral axis and how the flowers are arranged, that gives it inflorescence. So two more main types of inflorescence are there. First one we have is the racemose, another one we have is the cymose. Fine. Here main axis terminates in flower having limited growth. Fine. Having limited growth. And here the main axis, it continues to grow. Next students, flowers are borne laterally in an acropetal succession. Acropetal succession I have already explained you, from base to apex. And here the flowers they are borne in basipetal succession. Now what is basipetal? The opposite of acropetal. Fine. From apex to base. Example is reddish and mustard, and here the jasmine and bougainvillea. So this is what all about today's discussion topic. I hope the topic is clear to each one of you students. Thank you.